gotta get that Berserker
there
going.
It is.
I should turn everything red. Yeah, for Berserker.
Can you just take the whole track and make it red?
Yeah. Look at that.
This is perfect.
Now we are in the deep down.
This is going to make it really complicated when you're trying to explain things.
Let's just listen to the first part of it and then just see what jumps out at us.
That's a great call.
Starting off with like this right here is just like some random construction sounds that I found. I think it was just like metal slamming on the ground somewhere on Earth. And then this is some fire. So behind all of everything that's happening, there is just fire, like. And then
licking your ears.
The greatest.
You want to explain what that really is?
So a famous person on this channel, AT, the Sinister Minister.
We haven't done his video yet.
Oh yeah, that's true. We haven't done that one yet, but that is to come. He just so happened to be around when we were making this song, and he was at my house. I just told him, I said, grab that mic, just go for it. This is AT.
Full-in. You want to turn off the pitch shift?
I will.
This doesn't appear in the song, just so you know.
Let me let you hear that same thing. So this is AT, just so you all know. We just put the mic in front of him and we said just go with the music. So this is him. but we had the pitch filter on. Down. I think
the first time he did, because he was saying like deep down. He didn't have the pitch filter on when he recorded it.
Yeah, I think he's saying down. You'll have to tell us, AT, what you're really saying. But listen to this. That's a good
great
laugh.
Evil laugh, man.
Listen to it with it. Okay, now I have one recording of him. Literally, he started laughing while he was doing this recording because it was just so funny.
I think you might have deleted it, man.
No, there's no way. That's not it.
If you were in this studio right now and you put these headphones on and you were speaking with the pitch shift on, this is what he was experiencing in that moment. He's hearing himself sounding like this and he can't stop laughing.
That's him just laughing.
That's what we were hearing. Tears in his eyes. I mean, this man is crying.
Down.
He tried to include it.
Down. Like, I go deeper. So wait. See, it could go high.
Alvin in the Chipmunk style.
We could talk a little bit about like the electrics here. So, it just starts off with this one. We just cranked up the drive on his amp. This is literally an amp just mic'd. That's it. No pedal board at all. And that's the sound that came out of that, which is crazy.
That's what AC/DC did back in the day, man.
And so then he did 2 takes. So if you're listening with your iPhone sideways or with headphones, you'll hear, in the left ear, that's 1 take, right ear, and then added a higher up one.
I've never played in an open C minor chord for this. Like if you strummed the guitar, it was such a low sound compared to what a standard guitar is. I think the lowest sound you were hearing was this one. That was the lowest octave on the...
You down-tuned it 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps.
Yes, and almost the entire guitar was down-tuned 4 half steps. So it has this deep, dark sound. But when we're doing these chords, there was a point I genuinely didn't know what chord I was playing. It just sounded metal.
So like this part. Yeah, that part.
Those 2 chords,
we don't know what they are.
I can figure them
out.
They're
tritones. I mean, we know that.
But
and those runs, it's like, I don't know.
We're not metal players.
So he did the bass as well, which is Listen to it with everything. And then did a higher one. We added that tube screamer on there again, I think.
I think that's right.
No. We used
an amp.
We used an amp, and we just cranked the gain on a Fender bass amp.
A Fender Rumble.
Yep. So we hit a high one and a low one. We almost made this high bass amp almost like a baritone guitar. And these drums again, same thing.
All Dimitri.
MIDI drums. Yeah, actually, I did I literally. I was doing that all on my keyboard here.
He spent tons of time on these drums, trying to.
Because I wanted to get all the double kicks and all that stuff in there too. The greatest part of this song, which we haven't played yet, is the C section.
Those drums, man.
Laugh. It's hard not to let it keep going. We don't even like metal.
I see why people listen to it though.
Oh
it just drives. Yeah.
We're definitely getting carried away. This guitar part is also a very interesting thing he did. C minor. What he's playing is from a C minor. A flat major. Now this chord right here, that's a D flat major 7. And then G. Resolved. Then back to C minor. So, but we spent like 15 minutes just trying to find this chord right here. This one. Flat. This note, flat 2 or a sharp 1, that is not going to be in that scale. We're in the key of C, but that D flat just like comes out of nowhere, and it's just awesome.
And it does. I would have to tune to whatever the bass note of that chord was.
So this is unplayable essentially.
So that I could play it in these open frames. And if I were doing this live in concert or something, I would put a finger here, and then I would be using both fingers and tap.
That one. Also, really great guitars right here. Yeah, I definitely did some other things to this. I'm trying to think. Maybe
Not that much.
I really didn't do as much as I thought. Wow. And then the bass, which is a really great thing what he did. We have like a DI here. And so when you add them both together, so this one just gets the crunch, and then this one gets the body and the depth of it. It's really gross sounding, that amp. Another really great part about this section is like all of these things together. So piano, choir, and orchestra swells. They haven't come in yet, the swells. And those are real recorded voices. I think it's Eric Whitaker's choir, if you know who that is. They were recorded, some singers just going ooh, and opening up into an ah. So listen closely right here. There is a tubular bell right here to give it that, like, it made me think of like in the medieval times when it's like someone's about to get beheaded. That's what I was going for. We're making this as family friendly as we can. There goes somebody's head. There's like a sub kick happening here too, on each one of those hits. See, that's happening in the deep down. And then at the end of this, we have another laugh. And then we get into the breakdown. Every heavy metal song has to have a breakdown. So, well, what's cool about this breakdown, I actually learned this from a ton of YouTube videos, but I essentially, the breakdown is mono. You know, right here at the top, right here. This is mono. There is no spread. It's one guitar and one bass. That's it, just like that. And then, right here, look at how much comes in. That's all what's happening, and each one of those are different takes. So, like, for example, if I just do all these guitars, those are all different takes. We did 4 different takes of this. And then some bass stuff. I think there's an amp, bass crunchy amp going on right here. And then just DI. Or no, it's a bass amp, but it's lower. So we did two different amps. Also, to give it some more tonality, these strings are in there to give it some more like, oh, that's what note we're on right now, you know, so all together. So without the strings, with the strings.
At the end of the song, we repeat the A and the B section.
So the drums go crazy. Right. Yeah, and so it does like one of those heavy metal breaks.
Cymbal grab.
One more time on this breakdown. Just let your body do whatever. Look, he is. Check that out.
Hear that fire crackling in your soul right now? We brought that crap back right there. And the A and the B is just reminding you, Berserker is a maniac who's unstoppable and scary. I would say that this song required more attention and effort, but less time than any of the other songs.
This is going to be the theme music that you hear. So if you start hearing that, just run. Just run. Like, this is the running section. And if you don't get out in time, he's got you right there. And then that's the end of your life.